And hello there. Today's flashlight is the new Imalent HR20. This is a 1000 lumen headband flashlight. Sometimes I don't know whether to call it a headband or a headlight, but you wear it around your head and it flashes light. So call it whatever you will, but it's the Imalent HR20, which puts out up to 1000 lumens of output. And it also has a variable control ring, which I'll tell you more about in a few moments. As it says on the box, it also has a USB charging port on it as well. And it comes with a free battery. So there are many positive things about this Imalent headband light. Anyway, so this is the box as you've been looking at for the past few moments here, and you can see that's the headband type, which goes straight around, covers all portions, side and top of your head, unlike some which just go around. And the box doesn't say a whole lot except a little bit of information on the back. It does use the Cree XP-L HI LED, so it has a nice beam pattern. Not terribly spot and not terribly flood, not too much either way, so it's kind of in the middle. And it does have the USB charging feature. So inside the box, this is what you'll get in a little package just like this with all the accessories and so forth. So let's go through each of them. First of all, we'll take the flashlight out, and it's an 18650 light, so it's about 4 inches long. It's a fairly nice size. It's bigger than other headlight flashlights that I've had, and whether that's good or bad or not, it does fit nicely inside the actual headband right here. And this is it as you unfold it all. So if you go to my website at lightsandgear.com, you can see a picture of that with the flashlight installed in between the rubber grips here. So that's where that goes. And it comes with a pocket clip, which is not on the light when you get it, but I did install that afterwards. And you can use the pocket clip either way. Right now it's going this way, so the light, if you decided to attach it to your pocket or to your belt, would come up like this. Or you can turn the clip around the other way so that it goes down this way. But, inside a pocket or whatever, that might not make much sense, because then the light might be inside the pocket. But this way, it's on the outside of the pocket. And you can just not use the pocket clip and just use it as a headband. So it's a two-way flashlight, either in your pocket, shining straight out like this, or on your head and shining straight out like this. So it goes both ways. Very handy. And here's your USB micro cable, and there's also a couple of spare O-rings in the package as well. They do give you the battery, as I say, and here it is. The cap, by the way, unscrews here very smoothly and very nicely. And here's the battery. It's an Imalent 2600 mAh 18650 rather, 3.7 volt. And so that's your battery, and it goes, and there is a spring here in the tail cap, so it goes positive side up, tightens up nicely, and there you go. Has some knurling here along the circumference of the tube. The LED, as we mentioned before, is an XP-L high, and it is beneath this, or at the base of this smooth reflector, so it gets out pretty well and has a nice beam pattern. Let's take a look at the instruction manual here for a moment, because that does give you a bit more information. It'll tell you that the lowest lumen is 1 and the highest is 1000. It also has the beam distance of about 225 meters, and it's 1.5 meter impact resistant, and it's also waterproof submersible at IPX8. Now, the way you use the light, let me just show you the top part first, because here's everything you need to know. Here's the on-off switch, and here's the USB. So of course you pull that back and plug your micro cable into there. When you do so, and there are actual pictures of this on my website, if you do so, two little lights will come on. Actually, one will come on this side, showing that it's charging, and it'll be in red. And when the charge is finished, that'll exchange itself to this side, and it'll be green. So there you have complete monitoring of your battery charging with red on one side and green on the other. And the switch is pretty easy to operate. Just give it a click and you're on, give it a click and you're off. And it is, well, as I say, it's not defaulted to any one mode, because the way you change the modes is with this little dial down here. So here's your on and off, and to change the brightness you simply turn this little dial. Sometimes, at least I have found, that it takes a little bit of feel to get to the dial, because it's a little bit exposed on this side on the front, but not very much. So most of the exposed part is on the back. But with it on your, obviously with it sticking out on your head, you may have to feel around for it a bit, but you can turn it up and turn it down, and it goes down to as low as 1 lumen. Let me turn off the light here so we can see this in the dark. Sorry about that. There we go. So right now we are at the lowest possible point of the dial, and this would be your lowest beam point at around 1 lumen. And as I feel around a bit and turn the dial, hold on, let me get the camera and everything in the right direction. Can't see what I'm pointing on. There we are. So turn the dial, and there you go up to the top. On this one, it actually, the dial actually kind of has a little bit of a sticking point about 3/4 around. I mean, it's basically a smooth transition. It's as smooth as you want it to be. You can turn it slowly or you can turn it quickly, but it sort of has a bit of a stick there. At least on mine it does. It's not bad, but anyway, so there you have the top output right there. And as you can see, the beam is very spotted within the center, but also has nice side spill as well. And as you turn it down, you just keep going to wherever you want to be, and there's the lowest mode right there. It also has 3 flashing modes. It has strobe, SOS, and location beacon. And the way to do that is when the light is on, just press and hold the on and off switch like that, and there you have strobe. And then if you press and hold it again, you have SOS. And if you press and hold it again, you have a location beacon. There you go. And that works very well. You don't have to hold it for more than 1.5 seconds for it to activate strobe. And if I press and hold again, I just go back to whatever setting the dial was at before. But if I just click it once from any of the flashing modes, it turns off. And then one press again and it turns on. It's a very nice little light. And with the, I mean, even not as a headband, but as a standard flashlight, it's pretty cool to use the little dial and so forth. So even as a standard flashlight, it works very well. It doesn't have a magnetic base or anything like that, but with the 3 flashing modes, and you just press it and hold it for 1 second, and there you're in your flashing modes, and there you're not. So anyway, that's the flashlight. That is the Imalent HR20. If you go to my website, which the link is below, you can see some outdoor pictures of the light in action and get a glimpse of what it can do there. And there's also a link both in my written review and below if you'd like to pick one up from my friends at GearBest, who were nice enough to supply it to me for this review. And they, of course, have a good price on it, and there may even be a coupon there you can use to get a couple dollars off. But the Imalent HR20 with the Cree XP-L HI LED is a pretty good headlamp / EDC flashlight. So anyway, hope you like it. Hope you've liked the video. We'll see you next time. In the meantime, you can visit lightsgear.com for flashlights, batteries, chargers, and more. And take it easy. Thanks for watching.